Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Wednesday, November 21st, 2018. The last couple of weeks have been very dry across the Great Basin, with the exception of western Wyoming, where they've seen a little bit of precipitation. This is about to change, however, as we are expecting a series of low-pressure systems to move through the Great Basin over the next couple of days. Here we're looking at this morning's water vapor imagery, and we can see there's a low pressure, pretty strong low pressure setting up off the California coast. This guy is digging really far south, is going to track across the Great Basin on Thanksgiving, and then we'll see another series of low pressure troughs moving in from the Pacific Northwest, which will continue to bring moisture and cool temperatures, resulting in snow for the northern two-thirds of the area through the weekend. For today, we're still under the influence of the high pressure system in place over the Rockies, where we're seeing winds beginning to increase over California and moving into western Nevada and western Idaho. But the dispersion for today is still not that great for much of the Great Basin. We are beginning to see some of those gustier winds moving into Nevada, mainly across the south and portions of the west there. Our mixing heights, however, remain pretty low for most of the area, except where we are seeing those wind speeds pick up. Thursday is when we expect to see the real big change coming. That strong low pressure system digs right across the Great Basin. This will increase ventilation rates region-wide and bring gusty winds and widespread precipitation. The strongest winds are seen here on this image over far western Nevada and up into southwest Idaho and portions of southern Utah. Mixing heights are also increasing significantly with this low pressure system moving in, especially over western Idaho and Nevada. This is by Thursday afternoon. We'll continue to see that system track throughout the evening hours on Thursday, bringing precipitation and gusty winds and higher mixing heights region-wide. As that low tracks off to the east, by Friday, we'll see another series of lows dropping into the Pacific Northwest, bringing cooler west to northwest flow and continued moisture and precipitation to the region. Ventilation rates on Friday will be favorable in some areas, specifically southern Utah and southern Nevada, but maybe a little bit lower along the Snake River Plain. Those transport winds are going to be fairly high on Friday, quite windy actually, especially over northern and central Nevada and over the higher elevations of Utah and Idaho. And mixing heights are going to be pretty high as well. Utah's forecasted clearing index is shown here for the next 3 days, with not very favorable values today, but we're seeing a significant increase for Thursday and Friday for much of the area. The 3-day precipitation totals are shown here. Much of the northern two-thirds of the area will see some precipitation, with the heaviest amounts coming to the higher elevations of Idaho, Wyoming, and northern and central Utah, and then there in northeast Nevada. This image shows the 72-hour probability of snow accumulation greater than 2 inches. So this covers today through Saturday morning. Here we're seeing in areas in red are expected to see above a 90% chance of 2 inches of snow. So many of the higher elevations are definitely going to see some snow out of the storm. And even along the bench areas and possibly down to the valleys by Saturday, where that we'll see continued moisture and cooler temperatures moving in. This image only goes through Saturday morning, but we'll continue to see those showers throughout the day on Saturday. So by Saturday afternoon, that low will continue moving off to the east, but showers will linger mainly over Utah and Idaho on Saturday with high ventilation rates. A drier weather pattern sets in by Sunday with a decrease in rain and snow showers. And the ventilation rates will quickly decrease as well with the lighter winds and lowering mixing heights. Shortwave ridge will begin to build into the Great Basin by Monday with continued low ventilation rates. And this general ridging pattern continues into Tuesday, especially across the southern Great Basin for low ventilation rates, although things might begin to change once again by the second half of next week. The precipitation accumulations for days 4 and 5 are shown here. really after the next couple of days, by Sunday, we'll be moving into this drier pattern with just some lingering showers over the central Idaho mountains. The extended forecast, however, looking to the end of November and the first part of December, is calling for perhaps some above normal temperatures over mainly Nevada and western Idaho, and above normal chances for precipitation region-wide. This concludes today's smoke dispersion briefing. Please check back on Friday for the latest updates.